Welcome, dear friends, to our time of devotional reflection for Wednesday, May the 31st, 2023. I'm Brian J. Munro, pastor of Kitimat First Baptist Church in beautiful Kitimat, British Columbia. This year we are following John MacArthur's devotional book, Drawing Near, Daily Readings for a Deeper Faith. Today's entry is entitled, Making Worthless Things Valuable. We read from Matthew chapter 10, verses 2 to 4. The names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, and James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax gatherer, James the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus, Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed him. Our thought for the day is, in God's hands, you can be a precious and effective instrument. Pastor MacArthur writes, the story is told of a great concert violinist who wanted to prove a point. So he rented a music hall and announced that he would play a concert on a $20,000 violin. On concert night, the music hall was filled to capacity with music lovers anxious to hear such an expensive instrument played. The violinist stepped onto stage, gave an exquisite performance, and received a thunderous standing ovation. When the applause subsided, he suddenly threw the violin to the ground, stomped it to pieces, and walked off the stage. The audience gasped, then sat in stunned silence. Within seconds, the stage manager approached the microphone and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, to put you at ease, the violin that was destroyed was a $20 violin. The master will now return to play the remainder of the concert on the $20,000 instrument." At the conclusion of his concert, he received another standing ovation. Few people could tell the difference between the two violins. His point was obvious. It isn't the violin that makes the music. It's the violinist. The disciples were like $20 violins that Jesus transformed into priceless instruments for his glory. I trust that you have been encouraged to see how God used them despite their weakness, and I pray that you have been challenged by their strengths. You may not be dynamic like Peter or zealous like James and Simon, but you can be faithful like Andrew and courageous like Thaddeus. Remember, God will take the raw material of your life and will expose you to the experiences and teachings that will shape you into the servant he wants you to be. Trust him. Trust him to complete what he has begun in you and commit each day to the goal of becoming a more qualified and effective disciple. Dear friends, again, I thank you for taking a few moments out of your day to listen to a devotional reflection from John MacArthur as read by me. I've taken his suggestions for prayer and for further study, and I've recorded them in the description portion of this video so that you can take the time to follow up on his additional suggestions for study, and they are excellent. I really recommend that you do so. Until we can be together again, I pray that's tomorrow, to hear another devotional reflection created by Pastor John MacArthur. I bid you go in the peace of the Lord.